Ritik Mandal joining us for more on that. Ritik, a quick word. As we see, there's extensive stone pelting happening. The protesters clashing with the police. Tell us who are those people who are pelting stones?
Right, exactly. The visuals are pouring in separate parts of Howrah as we are broadcasting visuals that have emerged from Shatragachi along with the Howrah Maidan, where a heavy stone pelting is going on. Let me tell you that top leaders Shubhendu Adhikari, Loket Chatterjee along with Rahul Sinha, they have been detained by Kolkata police, and now what we are given to understand, they have been taken to the Kolkata police headquarters in Lal Bazaar. The other BJP spectators, while they were heading towards the flashpoint, Shatragachi, the road leading towards State Secretariat, they were barricaded and it turned into a flashpoint, and situation is violent there. Stone were pelted allegedly by protesters who were heading towards the State Secretariat. Police charged, lathi charged them and resorted to lathi charge and used water cannons, and along with
एक राउंड हो चुकी थी, उसके बाद फिर से यहाँ पे पुलिस यहाँ पे मौजूद है, जैसे शील्ड्स को लेकर यहाँ पर उन खुद को प्रोटेक्ट कर रही है। जैसे हमने पहले भी दिखाया आप लोगों को कि यहाँ पे क्या स्थिति है इस पर्टिकुलर स्पॉट पे। इस पर देखिए, ये टीयर शेल फिर से फोड़ा गया और ये टीयर शेल भीड़ को पीछे धकेलने के लिए है। और लाइव आपको हम दिखा रहे हैं सातरागाछी से, जहां पे ये देखिए फिर से छोटे छोटे पत्थर जो है वो फेंके जा रहे हैं उस साइड से। लेकिन भीड़ अभी तक यहां से कंप्लीटली, कहना ये गलत होगा कि डिस्पर्स हो चुका है। ये यहाँ पे पुलिस एक्टिव मोड पे है, वो कभी
Well, we have our reporters there right on tour. We're seeing extensive clashes between the protesters and the Bengal police. We see visuals there of water cannons being used, stone pelting by some of those protesters, the police combating those the crowds who are wanting to breach those barricades and reach the Secretariat's office. TMC MP Saugata Roy, TMC's leader, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Saugata Roy, this visual looks quite worrisome. It's a tense situation, clashes between those protesters and the police, water cannons, stone pelting. Is there a way that this could stop? Why is this happening? Why we see these violent clashes?
Violence is happening because the police is trying to prevent the BJP workers from reaching the barricade. Police have put a barricade in certain places so that demonstrators cannot go up to Navarno, the seat of government. And then when they are being thwarted, they are throwing stones. I can see on the TV right now BJP workers throwing stones and throwing bamboo sticks at the police. So that is all. BJP wants to create an incident, but they will not be given the opportunity. Police will not fire. Mamata Banerjee has instructed police not to fire. Police is using tear gas, water cannon, and that is enough to thwart the few BJP workers who have gathered. It's a flop for the one of them.
Mr. Saugata Roy, the police, of course, they're stopping them from reaching the Secretariat. Is there a reason to why you wouldn't allow the protest march to continue and reach its end?
No, they can do the protest. They can have a protest march. But you can see on the TV, BJP workers throwing stones. Now what do you want? That these people should break the barricade and go up to Navarno and throw stones? They are throwing stones at random at the police. I can see it on the TV screen. They are trying to rev their program, which is a flop. There are not so many people. Most of the people who are there have been dispersed due to water cannon.
And that is the
You know, stay with us, Mr. Saugata Roy. I'm going to Priyanka Tebrewal of the BJP also joining us. Priyanka, from what we see here, those protesters who have been stopped by the police are stone pelting at the police forces. This is indulging in violence. We understand that the police is using force to stop your protest, but how are you helping your cause? Protesters, they're turning violent.
I can hardly hear you. Hello. Good afternoon. See, I can hardly hear you, but I will tell you that today what is happening in West Bengal is a shame on the democracy. Why? Because this is a complete mockery of the democracy. This is the same compartmental chief minister who, along with the Bhaipos and other leaders, goes to Delhi, sits outside the Gandhi Murti, and no one stops her because there is right to protest guaranteed to us under the Constitution, and peaceful protest is allowed. But look at this, every time, and now it is not just BJP, it is the people of Bengal who are there on the street, and they are there to question. They are there to question the corruption of this government and the bad governance of this government. And not just that, it is the shield which the chief minister is trying to provide to their corrupt ministers and netas. So when the people are asking this question, stones are hurled at them, water cannon is used by them, and their voices, they are trying to stop the voice in democracy. But the voice of protest can never be stopped. The more they do, the more people will be seen on the street. You have recently seen that women in Bengal hurled a slipper at Partho Chatterjee. That is a direct message from the public that the public is ready, to uproot them.
All right, but what, we are looking at the same public and the protesters who you call your own indulging in stone pelting and violence. How is this helping your cause?
Now listen, I will tell you this also, that it is not necessary that those seen with stones are from BJP. They could be planted. And now one more thing, when normal people, you will not be able to stop the normal public. Were you able to stop that women who hold a slipper on Partho Chatterjee? No. No, because there is anger in the people of Bengal. They are not ready to tolerate this gang of thieves as their government. And let the entire India see this today.
Right, we're totally seeing it. Tell us the agenda of this protest march, Mr. Tebrewal. Tell us what are the top reasons to why you all have rolled out this huge protest which you got support from, as you claim.
The message is direct. Bengal will not tolerate corruption. All those involved in corruption, they will be arrested, and once they are arrested, if a chief minister backs such corrupt, tainted people, that's the direct message that she herself, and Bengal will not tolerate this corruption.
All right, Mr. Tebrewal, as we see here the visuals where the police are stopping the protesters, claiming that the BJP workers are deliberately clashing, indulging in violence with the police. They will not enter. There's no room for law and order situation. Therefore, they're stopping you short.
The BJP karyakartas and the common public of Bengal are quite a warrior, and they are ready to face this attitude of the police because we have also faced this in the past. Let them not forget